Hello there and welcome back to another episode. Countdown to the last days in Queens before a move happens. I'm not sure of my destination is yet, but that's the life of a traveler. Could be last minute. But anyway, I want to talk about Dan. Dan, my friend, just ran his vlog on people traveling and the whole dynamic of that, of saying goodbye and stuff like that. And my reaction was, I'm kind of used to it. In watching it, I realized I might be a little immune to it after my first experience in Vieques, because I gained such a family there. And I couldn't say bye to them. And in the end, I just left because it was so emotional. But then I went back and it was easier to do. And then I did it, you know, I've been traveling more and more. So I'm connecting and I'm able to say bye. But there's certain people you connect with and it's hard to say goodbye. But you know, somehow there is a chance you might see that person again. And then there's some people you just know you'll never see again. And that's just the way it works. But watch this, watch our little give and take and see what you think, and then we'll come back and I'll talk more about it. So, there you go.
So, we just got done eating, which was like amazing. Like, it was seriously, it was like the best meal I've had in so long, I can't even tell you. But I was really hungry. Anyway, like, I'm here in, well, I flew into JFK in New York City. I don't know like what part of the city we're in right now.
You're in Queens, New York.
Okay, so we're in Queens right now at this random church filming because we needed somewhere to film. Sean and I have actually known each other for like almost 4 months almost.
Yeah.
So we met in Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic, which is where I just left today. So we were all staying at the same hostel there. February.
I think it was January.
January into February, right? Yeah. So you're there for like 2 weeks.
Just about.
And the cool thing is we worked at the same hostel in Vieques in Puerto Rico, but at different times. I've been in the DR for 4 months. I was leaving there and like saying goodbye to like all my friends and stuff, and then now I'm here like meeting up with someone that I haven't seen in like 3 months. So I was like thinking about like saying goodbye to like people that you meet and like friends you make, and how that's like really difficult.
But we somehow kept in touch.
We actually like kept in touch.
Which is really rare.
Yeah, it is actually. I was talking to a friend of mine about this a couple days ago. When someone leaves or you leave, you don't know if you're ever going to see them again.
Traveler's life.
It's just really weird, you know?
But I kind of love it.
It's part of the lifestyle,
yeah.
And I think that for me, it's by far like the hardest part. 2 different like levels of friends that you have and you make when you're traveling. Regular friends you make, where you guys might have like a good time together and like hang out.
Right.
And like maybe they like you guys go your separate ways. You're kind of like, okay, like, I'm cool with that.
But do you keep in touch usually?
There, once in a while, maybe you like talk occasionally.
I'm really good at it.
I feel like with those people, like they leave, it's like kind of sad. You're like, yeah, okay. You kind of like move on. Every once in a while, like, you make like really good friends with somebody. When they leave or you move on or you guys are your separate ways, it's like devastating.
It is.
It destroys you completely.
Yeah,
like you're
first time that
just
happened.
Completely done. It's happened to me a few times.
I'm kind of getting used to it. Is that bad?
I don't think it's bad. I think like
I mean, don't get me wrong. I welcome new friendships, but I also know I'm so good at keeping in touch. Maybe that's what it is.
when you do stay in touch with someone, when you do actually see them again, it doesn't even seem like weird that you're seeing them again.
Right. It just seems like I just saw you. Like, I saw you at the airport today. I'm like,
oh, hey, what's up?
Certain people you just know you're going to see again.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I do remember the first time. It was devastating. I think I found a corner and just like hid and like had a moment.
When I left Vieques in the end of September, it's the hardest thing that's ever happened to me. But that was different because I moved to San Juan with 2 of my friends. So it was more of like leaving the place destroyed me.
I remember I left without saying goodbye the first time in Vieques. That was my first workaway experience, and I couldn't say goodbye because it was so emotional.
Yeah.
That I couldn't go through the process of saying bye to people one by one. So I just literally just called a taxi on my last shift, and I told them to meet me around the corner. I threw my shit in there and I was out. And they were like, I was on the ferry, and people were like texting me like,
"Where are you?"
To be like, you know, having, you know, sunset and wine. Where are you? Yeah, that was pretty hard.
I remember leaving when I left Puerto Rico after 6 months. When I left San Juan, it was really tough because I was leaving, and some of my friends were still staying there for a little bit longer. So I was leaving all of them. When you leave and have to say goodbye to like multiple people at once, it's so much harder than just saying like when someone leaves and you just have to say goodbye to one person.
Oh my God, yes, that makes sense.
That was like the hardest thing, just being in like tears the entire day, like even on the plane, like I couldn't even stop. Like it was so bad. It was so bad, but it's just like part of it.
You know, I've had this life where I had this core set of friends in New York.
Yeah.
I went off and experienced the traveler's kind of lifestyle. And then I come back to the real world, And here people are not present because they've moved on, they're married, they have kids, they don't know where I am. I'm not connecting as much with people. So I actually embrace like going to travel and meeting people.
And there was another time recently, oh my gosh, a couple weeks ago, I had like a mental breakdown. Yeah, one of my friends left a couple weeks ago, and it hit me a lot harder than I thought it was going to.
Okay.
Like, I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Right. I think it gets worse.
I think it does get worse, because I was, like, upset for, like, a week. Like, everyone left, and I was like, I have to go. Like, I need to go. Like, everyone's gone. I can't, like, be here anymore.
It's a whole interesting, like, dynamic, what happens.
Yeah, because towards the end, like, working at the hostel in Santo Domingo, since everyone was gone, it just felt like this, like, empty shell to me. All, like, the energy of the people who you knew was gone.
I think I said bye to Olwyn. She was from Ireland, and that was the first time that I had that experience.
One thing I could have known about traveling before I started traveling was I would have never been able to understand how difficult it would be.
I don't think anyone can understand.
No one could have ever prepared me for it.
Yeah, unless you actually experience this kind of traveling,
I never would have expected it to be that difficult. And the fact is, like, it never gets easier. Goodbyes never get easier. It's the point, like, I don't even want to, like, say goodbye to people anymore.
No, I don't do it. I don't do as much.
I still do. Like, I make sure I do, because I'm like, I should.
I did say bye to you, though. I said bye to everyone.
Yeah, no, you did. I remember. So long ago. Seriously.
Not that long ago.
It feels like a lifetime ago to me. Just discussing depressing things about travel. It's not depressing.
It's amazing.
It's just something I wanted to talk about because I feel like it's not talked about enough.
It's exciting. You know? I think it's the whole traveling, and it's not the places really. Like, I love saying, hey, yeah, I went to Paris, whatever. I really didn't enjoy Paris because I wasn't doing that kind of traveling.
It's so
or
true.
This kind of traveling. I missed that whole backpackers kind of community.
Another thing I've learned is that it's not the place that makes something so special. It's the people that make a place so special for you.
Absolutely.
Once everybody's gone, then it's like,
oh my God,
it's like the place has no soul anymore. That's what makes it so great.
Yeah.
I'm here in New York for like 5 hours. We're just meeting up really quickly, and then I'm leaving again, and I'm flying to Colorado tonight. Like, I've never done anything like this before. I'm like, no, I have to take the opportunity. Like, anytime you get an opportunity to meet up with someone that you met while traveling, like, you have to take it. You don't know when you're going to see them again. It might be like a year or like 2 years or something like that before you have the opportunity to see them again.
Sometimes, sadly, never.
Looks like it's about to rain.
A storm is coming.
So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
And I have to go back to the airport in like a half hour. So yeah, anyway, that was really cool. I'm glad you came on and chatted.
After meeting Dan and see him doing his thing, I think it inspired me to just say, go for it.
That's
I don't
awesome.
know if you know that, but
no, that's great.
It helped me to just kind of like take the plunge. But anyway, that was Dan having a layover, and then we did that little chat in a churchyard in Queens right before a tornado hit. But that was interesting. I guess the takeaway for me is the interaction of traveling, those brief interludes of meeting people and moving on, and vice versa. It's the whole, non or lack of interaction with people in my real life world has prepared me for my other life, which is traveling. I was preparing myself towards the end of my marriage because I wasn't seeing anyone. I think there were maybe one or two. Someone I spoke to every day was Nikki. My other friend Paulvi was around, making sure that I wasn't depressed, or she would literally just come and pick me up with her family and just like take me out, it's amazing to have those kind of people around you. But other people weren't really around. People who were I considered family and stuff like that were not around. So in the end, I think I was prepared in a way. And then after moving away and living on an island for like 2 years, you come back and the world has somehow changed, and you're left thinking, wow, So I come back to New York. It was interesting transitioning back to real life. We're now in a digital age where social media is king, and that's how we see everyone's life. They're living their lives. People don't pick up the phones, very rarely. But I still have those friends that we can get on the phone and talk for an hour, which is wonderful to have. And that's like my core friends, even though I haven't seen them in forever. But I know they're there, and if I need them, they'll show up. But the fact remains, people are married, they have kids, they're going through divorces, they're going through things that are, the way I meet people now is through my traveling. Believe it or not, there are actually people who reach out to me more than, people I've known for all my life. There are people who reach out because we have such a spiritual connection. People like Jess who live in St. Thomas, and she will text me or pick up the phone and say, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Like, she almost knows something is up. And it's nice to have that in traveling, and then having that experience before I left, before this drastic change of the social media game. I think I'm prepared, and it's prepared me really well, because I look forward to meeting people for just a moment and moving on. It's also very honest. It's a very kind of unique interaction, and you may never see that person again, so it's very real and it's very honest. It's an honest interaction, and you're okay with that. And then, you have Facebook, and, my feeds are filled with travelers and their pictures, which I love. It's not just Trump and political bullshit. It's my friends' feeds, and they're traveling the world, and it inspires me and reminds me to keep going. And just randomly, I'll get a hit from one of my friends from anywhere in the world, and be like, what are you still doing in New York? Shouldn't you be traveling? It's like a reminder. So yeah, I don't think it's for everyone, because I do get those reactions from people who are like, how long do you think you're going to be doing this? And I would say forever, because I love it. I hope you enjoyed a clip that's featured on Dan's site, Envision Adventure, and you can hit him up on YouTube and follow him. He's constantly traveling. But anyway, if you have any comments, anything to share about social media and interaction with people, and just traveling in general, and having these kind of like brief relationships, please comment below. Remember to like this video, subscribe, please share. Thank you for your time. Stay inspired. If something's not working for you, change it, and God bless.